Hey everybody, Daryl Eisen here. I am your agent to help you invest in your future. Go to homesbydaryl.com. It's D-A-R-E-L. I spell it like almost nobody else. Went to David Greene's conference today in Long Beach. And David Greene, if you don't know him, he is the host of the Bigger Pockets podcast. Most people in the investing world, as far as real estate investing, do know who David is. He even cracked a joke about nobody else does. He walks into Walmart, nobody who knows who he is. But anyway, to my point here. So short-term rentals was the topic, right, of this conference. And I'm really interested because I've tried short-term rentals, but it's a lot of work. First of all, the biggest thing I learned was three kind of major rules I took out of this if you're going to do a short-term rental. Number one, you have to really want to invest in that asset class of real estate. You can't just be willy-nilly about it. You have to want to do it because it is a lot of work. It's not like investing in long-term rentals where you turn it over to a property manager and they just take care of everything. There's a lot more to set up. Now you can still turn it over to a property manager, but there's a lot more management, a lot more moving pieces. You got to furnish it. You got a lot of extra expense. You get a lot more income, but keep in mind, every time you do something that's going to have a higher level of income, it comes with a higher level of risk. Higher reward, higher risk, right? The second thing is you really got to treat it like a business. You cannot go into short-term rentals kind of willy-nilly like you might just buy like one rental house and rent it out and have it, just do it on your personal taxes. You can still do it LLC, pass through and all that good stuff and take advantage if you can claim, full-time real estate professional. Pretty awesome, powerful tax stuff if you can do that, but you got to treat it like a business. Lots of expenses, lots of extra stuff you got to deal with over regular rental. And the last thing is you got to do your research, folks. This is not like the normal rental market where you can just go in and do some comparables, do a little research. Yeah, talk to a project manager. I'm dealing with new construction, so project management's been a bane of my existence lately. But you have to talk to a property manager with a regular rental, find out what you're going to get for rents. Some of the property managers still are going to have some insight, but you got to do things like look at AirDNA, which is a website you can go to get really great information. You got to try to figure out what you think your vacancy is going to be. Look at peak seasons, look at lulls in the season. You got to kind of figure all that stuff out. There's a lot to it. And there's a lot of extra expense to look at. The other things you got to really look at is local laws, HOAs. It's better to invest in a place that was already built around the vacation industry and had vacation rentals prior to Airbnb, but sometimes that's not possible. So I highly recommend you do your research. All right, a couple other things real quick, and I'll wrap this up. Parking, make sure there's plenty of parking. There's nothing like being frustrated driving around and practically having to take an Uber to get to your Airbnb because you can't find any parking in the area. Make sure there's plenty of parking. From a protection standpoint, make sure your insurance covers short-term rentals. Okay, it's an extra rider. Not every insurance company will even do it. So you have to make sure you have that. If someone burns your place down and you don't have that rider, it's very easy for the insurance company, and they will look to see if you're listed on Airbnb, if you're listed on VRBO, and if they see that and they see that you're renting it as a short-term rental, you're rebuilding your house on your own, okay? Keep that in mind. That is super important, right? On top of that, an extra umbrella policy, once again, would be a really great way to go just to protect you from anybody doing something that, injures them or something on the property. Even if you've got an LLC, the umbrella policy will protect you even more than the LLC does. And that is all I have, folks. So short-term rentals, really great way to go. But you know what? It's not for everybody. It's a lot of work. But hey, if you're interested in investing, if you're interested in buying, if you're interested in selling, give me a call. My number's below. I will be happy to help you out. Have a good one, everyone.